What's up, everybody? What's going on today? I wanted to get on and talk about making content on a low budget. No slides, just off of knowledge that's up here in my head. Probably just sound like I'm rambling, but I'm just telling you the stuff I learned along the way. And before we get into that, please go to YouTube. Go to YouTube real quick. Go to YouTube and type in CTM TV LR. Hit enter. Should pop up. Let me see. Hold up. And go where you see CTM TV. So maybe it's just CTM TV. Let's do that. Take the LR off. CTM TV. You see the CTM TV. Click on that. And hit the subscribe button. And hit the notification bell as well. And join us. Help us spread the word. Content that we're making. Be much appreciated. It'd be a great help to us. And we're not asking for your money. We're asking for your subscription. I'm sorry. We're asking for your subscription and views and likes. Help us grow. Help us get to over the 1K mark, so we can start investing back and get on a high budget and not be on a low budget. How about that? So with that being said, yeah, please make sure you go to the channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to content. And our mission is to make content based on giving back to the youth, middle-aged adults that want to hear about self-improvement, that want to hear about you can elevate if you make the right decisions, invest in making the right decisions, and it will greatly increase your chances of success. Now, with that being said, now let's talk about making content on a low budget. What are the minimum things you need to make content on a low budget? For me, there are many options out there now, but you at least need a camera, an audio interface, something that can record audio, a microphone, either some kind of software if it's not already on the computer, and you need a laptop or a computer. Now, if you got a camera, let's say if you got a Sony camera, you have to get a memory card and you have to have something to edit with. And if you want me to, I can make a video about each step of this process. Let me know what you think. I'm talking about a step that's minimal, that minimal involvement, unless what you need. I can make a video. The only thing that's really gonna hit you starting out is having a computer that you can edit with that won't freeze up when you really start editing heavy. Having a computer with enough RAM is probably the most, in my opinion, the most important thing. Because you don't have to start out with a Sony camera, but it'll probably be better. But some people get webcams, you can do that. Some people can they get those 4K webcams, whether it's I forgot the name of the companies. I'm not gonna plug them in. Nobody's paying me to plug anything. I'm just telling you the equipment that you need. And like I say, you can find deals on cameras on eBay or go to the pawn shop. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying you gotta know what you're looking for. And with me working in tech and kind of understanding how things work, I know how to find deals without paying full price because I don't like really paying full price for anything unless it's just that amazing. But most of the time, if you really know what you're looking for, you don't have to pay full price. A lot of used things out there, things, styles and trends. A lot of stuff fade fast. I know when I first bought this Sony, it may have been $1,200. I think now you probably can get one for like $600 now. And once you buy the camera, microphone, audio interface, laptop, PC, you can just start building from there. But you don't need a whole bunch of stuff. Just those few things. StreamYard is free when you first start, and then you can upgrade to the mid plan. Then they got like a HD plan. Just depending on how deep you want to go in it. But you can use your phone as well, and get you a tripod. Do I have one of those little phone clips? I think I took them all out of here. I don't. You can get like a tripod with a little phone clip. You can record yourself on your phone. I think you can edit on your phone with CapCut. A lot of different ways to make content. A lot of different ways. The next thing I'm being making content is being consistent. That's probably one of the most challenging things is because when you're not a celebrity, you're a regular person like I am, you have to work, you got to spend time with your family, spend time with your wife like I do. I love my wife and my kids, so I spend much time with them. And sometimes the content gets the back burner of that. My energy may get the back burner of that because God, family, content. That's what I do. That's just how I work. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people who are the bigger content creators, they have a team, they have good a good budget to work off of, great production, a studio dedicated just to record in, so a lot of things don't have to change around. And then they bring different guests on that people want to hear. And they just have conversations. The podcast, they just having conversations and stuff like that. So as regular people, the hardest thing from what I see is schedule, finding a place to record that everybody can come to. Costs money. When you're on a low budget, you can't really do all the extra stuff. You got to be careful about what you do. And you got to realize time costs money. So when you spend money on something, are you going to be committed to do it? So you won't burn, you rent a studio, it may cost you, $300. You got to be committed to that time or you're going to burn $300. So you have to think about those kind of things. Do I want to burn $300? Answer is no. Thinking about desk and things of that nature. If you find different places to go, you can look on Facebook Marketplace, surplus places, office surplus places. You can get, I've gotten desks for as little as $5 from like a surplus place or something like that, $10. Now you do have to transport it. I got like a truck I use. I got an old cash truck that I use, and I can get stuff like that. But you have to be thrifty. You have to be a little bit crafty in your approach. But it's really not hard to make. It's just being able to make the content even when you're not getting the gratification. If you want that, I want to grow organically. I don't want to. Some people may buy followers and stuff. I don't want to do that. I'd rather grow organically. Don't be afraid to just talk to the camera. Some people are afraid of filler words and all this other stuff. But what I would say is don't worry about that. Just keep doing it, keep talking, and it will eventually start being less and less. But if you listen to some of the top podcasts, they do filler words too. You're thinking on the fly a lot of the times. Excuse me. You're thinking on the fly a lot of the time, so unless you're really great, you got a teleprompter inside your head. It's really hard to really consistently talk without using filler words because a lot of times when you say then probably you thinking of something to say and you don't want to ruin your brain by saying the wrong thing. Like I say, regular people like me, we work a full-time job, so you have to be careful. And I'm a humor guy, like high humor guy. I'm the comedian that never did it, and I'll say something in a minute, so I have to watch myself and monitor myself and try not to get in those situations where your back is against the wall. But let me know in the comments what's your lowest budget to make content on. Like I said, if you got an iPhone 15 to probably about 13, you can set the camera up, put yourself in frame, and you can record it. The thing that I'm using here, Sony A6400, uh, Mac Mini, A10 Mini Pro, and the Zoom L8.
Yo,
What's up? What's up?
I know I'm late.
No, you good, man. Just talking, man. See how to make content. Man, just random talk today, man. That's
Yeah.
all it is. Just random talk.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So just talking about how to make it on a budget, man. What you think? Just camera. What's the minimum you think you need? Camera, microphone, mixer, or audio interface, something like that.
Well, you need all of it, but at least a good
Yeah.
uh, camera,
Go
a
to
good
Amazon.
computer.
Let me go to Amazon real quick and see what we can run. I'm gonna just run across some stuff real quick. If we go to
I get
Amazon, let's see camera. I mean, I know some other places too people can go to,
you know.
but I know Amazon is the most recognized thing sometimes.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna make a list, right? Let me see. Dang, you gotta sign in. I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing that right now. So let's say Sony camera, right? I'm a Sony guy, and to make now this camera, this $700, and you got the ZV-1F, that's $500. And guess what? If you get a 4K webcam, you can go for your. If you got a computer, let's see,
Yeah.
4K webcam, bam. Look, that's $100. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's $60. That's not bad. You got to start somewhere. You don't have to get the top of the line stuff. You got to start somewhere. I would
Yeah.
probably get something like that, like this, to go if I had to get a webcam, and preferably I want to get an HDMI. But a lot of times these are USB.
Hmm.
So if you don't get the right computer, it could be a little lag involved.
Yeah.
And your computer has to have enough RAM in it in order for it to not
Yeah.
freeze up when you're editing. Can't stress that enough. At least 30 gigs of RAM. At
Hmm.
least 30 gigs of RAM. See if I can find a PC with 30 gigs of RAM in it. It's not easy, but it can be done.
Yeah.
And like I say, you can use your phone. Have you ever used your phone to record like a full podcast?
Oh, just videos.
Just
Like,
videos?
yeah. But I can't even front of other than the what's it called? Cinema something on the iPhone. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
But just
Yeah.
straight up videos, that the Android is top tier. It's top
You
tier.
think
You ain't
so?
got to do it. Yeah.
Boy, them Mac people gonna shred you up for that, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, they don't play about them Apple folks, man.
Yeah. I got a Mac and an iPhone, but just
Yeah.
off the videos that I seen. But
Yeah.
if you shooting it in a what's it called? Let me look at it. Cinematic. Can you
Mm.
hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah. If you shoot it in cinematic on an iPhone, that is top. That is like amazing. But
Okay. Otherwise,
but
it get
just
it's
yeah.
trash.
But just but you can shoot a whole movie with that mother though.
So what do you think the hardest part about making content is for a regular person? The
Oh,
barrier that you think the hardest part is.
oh yeah, you got to stay consistent, man. You can't
Yeah.
take no. You you want to, but you
Yeah.
have to have a set schedule and be consistent and know the algorithms when something is hit.
Yeah.
The algorithms play a big part of it.
Definitely ain't easy. Like you can set a schedule and something can change just like that.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
kids, wife, family stuff happens. Boom.
Mhm.
Schedule is blew up.
And
Um.
catch the trending
And go ahead.
topics. Catch the trending
Yeah.
topics when it's
Yeah.
first off the press.
And then I made up my mind too. Like I'm pretty sure if we wanted to go down the negative road, we would probably be like crazy. We'd probably be almost viral. I
Yeah,
just made
I
mine
think
not to
so.
go down that road. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
yes,
that's another
man.
thing too. When you're positive, you're gonna grow organically. You're not gonna grow like somebody that's sitting there bashing, talking crazy about people, like going crazy, but or doing the gossip stuff, like Tasha K or something. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
you're going
When
down,
you,
Bucko.
oh yeah, and I think a lot of people stop doing that as much because they don't want to get sued too. I think she get sued, Tasha
Yeah,
K.
yeah.
Yeah,
She,
yeah.
yeah, she's about to rap for her.
But yeah, we really want to make content to give back to the kids and young adults and let them know that everybody's not gonna be a sports star. Everybody's not gonna be super
Mhm.
academic. But if you're in the middle, what about the people in the middle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we represent, man. Those people in the middle. We wasn't. I mean, Peel probably was better than me in basketball. I wasn't. I played sports. I wasn't good at sports. But there is something for the people in the middle. You just have to find it. What's for you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I got a
yeah.
question for you, Peel. What do you think in the community? What did you think that we could do better, or what we could work on as a community to
Mhm.
elevate as a community? What you think?
Uh, well, it depends on which community you're in too, also. But
Yeah, just in general.
just in general,
Yeah, just in general.
um, sometimes I think you probably have to go back to the old law as far as how kids are raised. Like somebody need to be able to tell your kid, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be doing it," without the parent be like, "Hey, don't talk to my kid. I'm the only one that can raise him." Okay, but um,
It seems
man,
like though everybody's not everybody, but I'm saying majority of people are going against the old law though,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then another side of the coin, I got to make some topics on this on the podcast too. Is there used to be a time back then where the elders acted like the elders,
mm-hmm,
and you had to respect them without
mm,
question. It wasn't no problem.
yeah.
But now it seems like the elders are not acting like the elders.
The elders are young, cause they
No,
still
I'm
young.
talking about even. I'm talking about even the older. Like you have older women wanting to dress like they're 30 years old, but they kind of they're in their 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And you got older people that when I was young, the older people wouldn't even have a long conversation with a younger person. They
that's
like
the
stay
dis-
out of grown folk business and stuff, but that's kind of changed now.
yeah, that's kind of the
Or they
disconnect.
could drive people away. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Yeah, that's kind of the disconnected. I mean,
Yeah.
disconnection
Yeah,
that
there's no
they have.
connection. The disconnect.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know, you know, kind of like when we were younger. They say get out of grown folks' conversation. They told other kids that, but I was around the grown folks, so
Yeah.
long as you wasn't in their mouth when they was talking, you listen, but you just don't be in their mouth when they talk. But
Yeah.
but
And
like I say, most grandparents are young now. They
That's
still
true.
young.
They are. They are. I mean, we got to think, man. We're kind of dealing with that age where, when it was like the high number of teen pregnancies, we dealing with those kind of kids now. You know what I'm saying? So those
Yeah.
kind of family dynamics where, girls having kids at like 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and it's pretty crazy out there, man.
It happens though, but you know,
So do you
still.
think we lost the spiritual education over the years?
Oh yeah, yeah. But you know,
Cause
when you say spiritual,
yeah,
and what do you mean by spiritual? Like,
just the spiritual foundation, not thumping people with the Bible. I know that you were
yeah,
saying. I'm saying just basic stuff like staying away from certain stuff that it don't benefit you. That's how
yeah,
I look at it. Like
yeah.
the thing about people in church, people got to understand. But I know it's the herd mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get and learn for you as an individual, and the focus has to be God, not the stuff that's on the side. It's kind of like some people can drive and focus to where they're going, but some people get stuck looking at what's on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
If you can drive and focus on the road, what's ahead, instead of focusing what's on the side, that's, in my opinion, that's how I look at it. But not everybody looks at it that way. That's,
Yeah.
like Jay said, you're a minority thinker. Everybody don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Mm-hmm.
and when before I started going back to church, like when going to church with my mom and grandma when I was younger. But once I got to about 19, 20, started working, making my own money, living on my own, I stopped going.
Mm-hmm.
And I started, living, doing the thing that I wanted to do, living on my own or whatever. And boy, was I out there. Prodigal son, the story of the prodigal son. Every time I read that story, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, people don't realize a lot of stuff in the Bible relates to life. You just have to. Do you have the awareness and the accountability to say, "Oh, I did go through that. I get why it says don't do that or stay away from that." You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't know. It seemed like something happened. Like I don't know what was the disconnect between people in the church, but I understand that, they say, we're pastors, but not every pastor's like that. But they paint the picture like every pastor's like that.
Yeah.
That's why I was messing with y'all the other day. I
And
said, is it on the individual to find a good leader? As the man of the house, find a good church to go to, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like
yeah.
that. But, you know,
But like say, people was going to church, but I think that's where it kind of like the disconnect came. It like, wait a minute, Pastor doing way more than what we thinking. Way more than we know. He- But like you say, the church is in you. That's why people can't be too mad. But like, hey, church is already in you. You can find a home that suits you. But like I say, everybody's not into church. Some people are brought up under different religions. But
oh yeah, for sure.
what whatever it helps you be a better person.
My whole thing is, I would tell anybody is, do you want the best version of you, or do you just want to just keep running just enough to get by? It's a challenge. It definitely is a challenge. But for me, it's worth the challenge because I've been out there on the other side of the fence, and the perspective that you gain for being on the other side of the fence, but it's gonna cost you a lot, and you just hope that it don't cost you your life. But I would say that if the Bible is a great tool, if you understand what it's telling you, how it's trying to show you, and if you can find a good preacher, if you can get past that, this person is being used by God just like you are. He's a
Mhm.
human just like you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's when a person is preaching the word, if you find a good leader, he's
Mhm.
gonna preach you the word. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth, whether you like to hear it or not. Some people don't want to hear the truth because it's just my opinion anyway. But some people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want to do that. I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I've been there. If I didn't listen to the pastor that I'm under now and go to that church, I probably would have destroyed my marriage because I didn't know. I didn't know. I was so green, man. Even when I first got married, so many things I didn't do right. I really wasn't being myself, and I had to recalibrate. And I had to tell my wife, "I'm sorry for not being myself. I was trying to be something that I wasn't, but I'm gonna be myself, and I'm gonna tell you what I think." And that just worked out better. You know what I'm saying? So, but great leadership though, you can't. It's no substitute for great leadership though.
Mm.
And you gotta understand the leadership people that have flaws just like you do. It's not for me to expose it. Just like you know what's crazy, Priya? It's people that they will expose other people's flaws on the internet, but they don't want nobody to expose their flaws. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Mm-hmm.
crazy part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause everybody got flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, I think it's commendable. Now that I've been in church, it's commendable to try to lead people with your flaws, even though, like I said, you know you're not perfect, just like nobody is not perfect, but you're still trying to lead people and trying to, tell them like what's in the Bible. It's not easy to do, you know what I'm saying? Because you're constantly being scrutinized by people
Mm-hmm.
and constantly, looked at. And because another thing people say, don't judge me. And it's not, to me, it's not you being judged. It's that a person's trying to lead you as far as like stay away from those things. I'm not trying to judge you. But I'm trying to tell you to stay away from it. But if you get into it, it's on you at that point, Because some people there, I mean, I was guilty of this when I was younger. You do something, you mess up, but then when you go back, you don't take accountability for it. You just say, "Don't judge me," or "Don't make me feel a certain way." But you got to take what come with the decision that you made. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just for me, church is an individual thing. Don't get caught up in the what everybody else is doing. You have to go there for you. But
Yeah.
I leave it at that because I don't believe in thumping people in the Bible. I just try to make the Bible relatable to life, like real
Yeah.
life stories. You know
And
what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do.
yeah. And that's why I say like
Yeah.
I think what I think is people think that religion is like what you call it a controlling tool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the generation now, it's like man. But you could tell like, hey man, some of this stuff y'all doing that ain't it ain't right. But
Right.
like, but some kids were just completely raised in the church, and it was like, man, this person, that person, they were worse than the people on the streets that they talking about. But but like I say, it's a lot of people that go to church looking for that healing or some kind of message that's relatable to them. Like, just say for instance, me, yeah, I grew up in the church, but the way I'm finding myself healing and stuff like that, it's not through Christianity.
And that's
Still,
fine.
I
My
would say,
thing is fine. Yeah, my
still,
whole thing is find something that keeps you grounded. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yeah,
if you don't, because the other thing about control, right? When you say about they say religion is control, it's not. Religion is totally free will. It's no control. It's totally free will. When you understand free will and choice,
mm-hmm.
nobody can control you.
Yeah,
Nobody. Now, some people put themselves in situations where they can be controlled. Let's say, and you know this was growing up in the hood. Don't take money from nobody, man. Sometimes you don't even take it from your family because they'll always hold that over your head. They'll always try to control you with that. You know what I'm saying? Even then, they still can't control you. You might have to go through a spat or, go through a back and forth, but they still can't control you. You know what I'm saying? But
mm-hmm.
so people throw those words out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I understood that early. Like, ain't nobody gonna control me. Like, if I mess up, I'm gonna mess up on my own merit, not because I'm gonna be a crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Same way at church. Nobody controls it. What I do is what I choose to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what I feel God wants me to do. But God is not, even in the Bible, it's not a control. It's more of a free will kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is consequences if God wants you to do something you don't want to do it. But you got to understand that's not still not control. That's a reaction to the action, right? But it's not control. You still don't have to do it. Like I say, I didn't have to go to church when I stopped going to church. But guess what? A lot of things that I should have learned during that time spiritually, I didn't learn. So it put me, I was in a lot of places that I shouldn't have been, in circumstances that I shouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying? By being hard headed. But I can admit that though, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with it. That's why I share those stories. A lot of my topics come from that, you know what I'm saying? Learning experiences of not being at church, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of people that grew up in church. They say those things like I felt like this or that, and I always tell them like, um, come live in Hemlock Court with parents. Don't go to church and see what that's like living with parents that don't have any moral values at all, and tell me you and see how they feel. I can bring kids. I can show you kids that wish they had a one parent that went to church, let alone two that had some kind of moral values. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because there are a lot of kids who don't have that at all. You know what I'm saying? And boy, be going through straight hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Different
but
though.
yeah, I think
Different
as a
time.
community, man, I think we have deprogrammed ourselves to not believe that we don't have to do anything after high school. Sometimes, not all, but I think it's a majority. I think there's a information disconnect. There's so many kind of career fields that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who learn about them, they don't come back and teach it, whether they don't have a teaching mindset. And I think we're going to change that. I think that once I get everything kind of in place, we're going to have those different kind of people come out and explain on different career fields and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of stuff that our kids just don't know about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell Jay, you don't have to look at another person, but like just being a principal, if you go to college for 4 years in education, um, get you a master's degree, get you a license to teach. And if you take the Pepsi challenge to get the PhD, you could be a principal at a school district, minimum,
Yeah.
with a PhD, or you could be an administrator, minimum, and that's you probably looking at least 90,000 or more, easy. Matter of fact, you can look it up online. It's right there. Sometimes they even post it, 130. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
and that's why we're trying to tell you kids to stay out of trouble because the less you stay out of trouble, the more it helps you when you get older, when you get into these kind of deals. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even like say people say they want to start a business. Starting a business is very broad. Now start breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? What does it take to start a business that you want to start? You know what I'm saying? What's the regulation involved? How does business financing work? What
Yeah.
does it mean to scale up? You know what I'm saying? Just a
Mm-hmm.
lot of little stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It,
You know?
yeah. I mean, it's all this. It don't matter which path you choose in life. You still gonna get back to the path that you're meant for. Some
Oh,
people take
100%.
longer.
Yeah.
Some people take longer. Some people take the shortcut. Some people just it's what they're destined to be. You
Yeah.
know.
I
Some.
believe that if we had a place that kids could come to after school and you just give them the information, I think kids will not only will they be on their path a little bit more efficiently, but they will make decisions to build around that path as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole pretty much the whole thing of why we're doing what we're doing is I'm trying to get kids on that so they can understand the path and not that they just walking. You know what I'm saying? You're actually on the path. You just don't know it, but let me give you the information so you can know. Oh, you know what? I am supposed to do excavation. You're right. Let me go ahead and learn how to drive tractors and excavators and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then guess what? You mess around and get 5 or 6 kids, teach them how to do that kind of stuff, excavation, You get another group of kids, teach them how to do real estate. Now you have a whole situation of skills that you can put together and make crazy money because you got people that can do all of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's like building a pipeline almost.
Mm.
And I think that's what we're missing in the community is that pipeline, like, a trades,
Yeah.
using, labor work, even understand educators, making future educators and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a lot of dudes really teaching like that. But
Yeah.
a lot of dudes don't understand the path that it take to teach. Or, you got so many, you got them L's. Them L's make it hard for you to get in that field too. When you take
I
them
mean,
L's.
you got teachers. It's just they just ain't getting paid for it. A lot of
That's what I'm
teachers.
saying. But see, if you get that degree, you actually can get paid for it. I didn't even know this, but yeah, if you get a bachelor's degree and at least get a master's and kind of get those certifications and stuff, you can get paid for it. Now, if you just
Yeah.
do substitute teaching, you're not gonna get paid for it.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that we don't, that information that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude who's over Southwest, it's public. I mean, he's making like 175, bro. The principal,
Mm-hmm.
175 racks, and I think he probably our age, a little bit older, maybe 45,
Mm.
something like that.
Uh,
Like the money's out there. You just gotta know how to go get it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You just gotta know how to go get it.
yeah, yeah.
It's out
Uh,
there though.
but I think
Even
this.
with cutting grass, like even with cutting grass, but you got to get it. Like I know you got to get up, and put that work in though. It's
Yeah,
yard by yard. Yard by yard, day by day,
yeah,
week by week. Put that work
yeah.
in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think a
Yeah.
lot of these kids they don't be yeah they want to get to the money, but they still want to have fun too, like at what they do. Yeah, it's like
It's all about priorities.
yeah,
That's something that has to be taught. It's all about priorities. What do you prioritize more? And if you prioritize having fun more than trying to invest, so you can have more fun later, can you
mhm,
deal with what comes with that of
yeah,
prioritizing fun? Because I'm telling you from experience, that's what I did in my 20s. I prioritized fun, chasing girls, riding around on rims, all that stuff. And guess what? I'm in school at 40. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you want to go down that path? It ain't fun, man. You know what I'm saying?
I say it
It ain't
makes for
fun.
great
It's
memories.
fun. It's fun at first, but
It makes for great memories, but
yeah, but some of the memories you can't even share, man.
yeah,
Can't share half of the memories you can't even share.
yeah, you
You
can
don't want to
share
go
them. You just
joke.
don't want to. Eh?
Yeah, you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Man, I done forgot so much stuff. Like I was telling y'all the other day, man. In order for me to take on a lot of this stuff I've been learning, I had to let a lot of this stuff go, man, because it just ain't worth it. And I think that's probably why I don't really do the reunion, the high school union stuff, because I don't even remember a lot of it, and I hung out so much in that time that I left it right there where it was at. You know what I'm saying? Like I hung out a lot in high school, man. I mean, kicked it with y'all, kicked it with y'all, man. With ten skip school, went to West Fest. I mean, I did so much stuff that it just I don't even have to even go back there. You know what I'm saying? I left it in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I kicked it. I ain't gonna lie, I kicked it probably too much, but and that's why I'm telling kids you could kick it so much, but then when you start getting in that 25, 30 range, you're like, dang, what do I got to show for it though? Like kicking it don't make you more money. All it is just a short term pleasure, you know what I'm saying? But if you prioritize, okay, I'm gonna go to school or I'm gonna go to a trade and then, find my little ways to kick it on the weekend, it's gonna be a sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Um, but, it just depends on how you look at it. Say some kids that they'll listen to it, some kids they were like, nah, I'm gonna just do my thing, I'm gonna keep kicking it. And usually that's what you want to do. That's fine. You just gotta accept the result. That's all I tell them. As long as you can accept the result of what come with it, I don't have no problem with it. What I will have a problem with is you do that and then you come and complain about how things are going when you know that you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing or you could do better than what you're doing. That's the thing that I would tell anybody. Before you complain, ask yourself: could you be doing better than what you're doing? Cause have you ever heard some people just like to complain? about everything instead of just thinking about how can I solve this? What solution can do I have to solve this? Or I just want to just keep complaining. You know what I'm saying? I had to just stop doing that too. Just like complaining gets you nowhere. It just wastes time. For me, it just wastes time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be saying, hearing people be talking about the politics. You be like, man, how much do you really know about politics? You just hear people talk about it. You're like, man, this dude really don't know about politics, man. He only know what he watch on CNN. But, cause do you think kids are in athletics now like they was when we was? You still there, Pill? Uh oh.
Oh, my
Pill.
bad. Yeah, my
Oh, you
bad.
good?
Uh,
You good?
let's going back to what I'm gonna answer your question first. It's kids still in athletics, but you know now it's no, it's like two or three schools that just okay, they getting all the best athletes.
Hmm.
Kind of like how PH was, they just get all the athletes, and
Parkview.
then
Yeah.
see now Parkview and Bryan is getting all the football stars because that's where they
Hmm.
like they getting they getting that look.
Also, too, though, you got to be honest. Parkview, they do a lot of social media marketing too, bro.
Yes,
A
yeah,
lot. A lot of other schools don't do it. I don't know why. They should be doing it, but I don't know why.
because they
Yeah.
getting that money coming through.
And then, like I said, you got to have people, a team in place that like doing it. Like sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you get the wrong people in place. Like, man, I ain't doing social media. I don't want to do all that. But that's
Mm-hmm.
what you need. That's part of your toolkit nowadays. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
You gotta
It's
have
social media content. You got to have
yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But going back to the previous conversation, and
Yeah.
like last year, I think they had one of the highest turnouts for uh, teenagers signing up for summer jobs.
Oh, that's what's up.
But now with that, I want people to we hold have to hold the city accountable to hey, you can offer them kids jobs at other places instead of the same regular places. Like hey, if you go to school, do this, we'll have a job for you when you get done or whatever. Like a small, like an intern, but still get paid. But they
Yeah. And that's
like,
why I think we have to teach our kids how to look at stuff as a business and not personally.
It's always business, never personal.
We got to teach them like how to. You got to look at yourself as a business, and you have to look at yourself as what can I do to increase the value that's worth more money out here in this field. Because I think too, man, if we get a set of kids, right, or kids, and you get them on the career that fit their personality,
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
think you'll start seeing those kind of things get better over time. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put a kid and have them like understand that you're an IT guy, you have no business um, getting stuck working at Amazon, just a regular Amazon person on the floor driving the trucks. You should be crafting everything you do around IT. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no business doing. You now at some now they giving high school kids jobs in IT. If you just show them you willing to learn, you know what I'm saying?
oh,
And
I'm
you know we give them a suit, we show them how to dress and stuff like that, and
put it
show
like
them how to
this.
play the game.
And this what's
Yeah,
crazy. That's what's crazy part about it. I just saw it. I think it was four dudes from Houston.
yeah,
They scammed $600,000
oh yeah,
using a computer.
oh yeah,
Those are the type of guys you should have in IT, uh, or,
yeah.
or central intelligence type of
No,
stuff.
most time those type of guys they don't want to work in IT though,
that
cause they want to scam though. You know what I'm
was
saying?
like, and then it was like, damn man, I did make 200,000
Yeah,
in high school, but you know,
man.
these these kids are smart, man. They too smart for their own good.
but they don't have the information to. That's the thing. I used to be like that. You get told that all the time. You're too smart, but for your own good. But when you don't have the information to apply your smarts to, you will apply it to other things like selling dreams to girls because you understand the pattern of the girls that you're dealing with, right? You
Yeah.
start applying intelligence to that instead of applying intelligence to bettering your career because that's what you know. That's what's in your proximity. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if
And
you
what's go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, no. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, no, it can wait. Go ahead.
No, that's why I'm thinking too. Like having those kind of mentors where you can kind of go with them and see what they do day to day. That kind of was my thing. Like before I pick a career field, what do these people do day to day that they don't tell you? Hey, be a doctor, but what does a doctor do day to day? You know, working at a hospital, being there for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you sleeping in the hospital in the ER. They have a special room for you, but it take up so much of your time being a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But you get paid, crazy 6 figures a year. And if you could give a kid that kind of to understand those things, and they say, you know what, I'm willing to do that. I like, you know, uh, helping people. I like figuring out, health problems. I could do that. Now you got them exposed to it earlier than waiting till they, in their 25 and 30s. You know what I'm saying? They can already prepare for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are programs out there that if kids want, if they know about it, they could go to like UNMS and be exposed to the medical field and understand how that stuff work in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? And I think they get paid for it. But a lot of kids that's in Southwest don't know about that kind of stuff. You
No,
know what I'm saying? They
no,
just don't.
they really don't, because in certain schools is, man, it's so different. It's different.
See, for me, Pill, like I was telling them, it's for me, it's what they do when they get out of school, man. That's
Yeah,
I don't know. To me that's what it is,
yeah,
because when you go to school, it's easy to be engaged when you go to school for those 8 hours, but you'll go home and go kick it and hang out, and you'll forget what you learned that day. You know what I'm saying? If you lose that prime in your mind to be educated, you lose that because you out in doing whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids get lost about what they do at home, not what they do at school. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's why we try to tell you, like, some kids don't have much to go home to, so
Exactly.
their best time is at school.
And that's what I'm trying to make something to build that disconnect to get them when they're out of school and they come to this building.
Hmm.
And now you learn about life stuff outside of school stuff. Why is high school important? How you can take advantage of going to high school. You know what I'm saying?
But I get what you're saying. It's like
Yeah.
after the program, guess what? We gotta go home.
Yeah.
We gotta go
Teach them how to
home.
cook. Teach them how to grill. Come in there. We
Hey,
got the big grill. Get the smoker you pull like they having at the tailgate game.
and what they gonna
Teach them
hey,
how to go to
what
teach
they
them how
gonna
to go to
cook
pick
some
five.
what they
Teach
gonna
them how to
get
go to huh?
what they gonna eat some crackers? Hey,
No, I'm saying if you come to the center, if we had a center
yeah, I know
and
what
they
you're talking
come
about.
there. Yeah.
That's- It's just once they get home, they be like, damn, but we really ain't got nothing to eat in here. Damn,
Yeah.
man.
And then in the summertime, you teach them how to hustle. You teach them how to cut
Mhm.
grass. You get a lawnmower and a rake, go around and cut some grass. You might
Yeah.
not can't charge what a landscaper charge, but dude, you charge $30 or $40. You do that 3 or 4 times. Now you can put some food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? You teach them those kind of skills. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm going to get to. I'm just trying to get all this education out the way.
Yeah.
Figure out some things out on the strategy side. One thing I've been trying to do is find somebody to help me write a business plan, but it's like people don't be wanting to help you do this. You know how to write a business plan? They get real quiet. So I'm gonna learn how to do it. I'm gonna go to these business classes and learn how to do it. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm gonna do, man.
Yeah,
Learn something new, cause I'm gonna have to give up something in my brain to take in that information and learn
Mhm.
how to do that part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, people be saying you can get a grant. Writing a grant ain't like writing. It's a whole nother level. Writing for a grant. You know what I'm saying? That's something, that's a skill. That's not easy to do. Just because you write up a letter, that don't be it's gonna be approved.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a skill to learn. Or you gotta know somebody that,
Yeah.
that can do it. Have somebody on the team that can do it.
Yeah,
And I would
getting
love to have like a team like that. Somebody that does grants, somebody that helps with the programs and stuff.
like
Somebody and have a content team. All this, you know what I'm saying? For real.
like even when it comes to like grants and certain stuff that you want to do, you gotta they'll tell you, man, you gotta be a part of a board, man. You gotta be a
Oh yeah.
board member or
You gotta have like a
something.
nonprofit and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You
Yeah,
gotta be a
for
part of
sure.
all this
For
crazy stuff.
sure.
But I think these kids now are more on the path of being self-employed, or but that
Because my thing
internet,
is you can do both. My thing
that
is you can do both.
yeah, that internet, man.
I ended the
It's
monster.
kids that sit in front of the computer all day and just make 30, $40,000 a month doing nothing.
Hey, it's better than robbing somebody. I'd rather do
Yeah,
that than rob somebody though, you know what I'm
me
saying?
too.
Yeah. What's that dude named Casanat? Dude, the
Yeah,
live streamer dude? Yeah,
like
man.
what
Take
is
a cut.
this?
Even though he be doing some crazy stuff, man, but hey, he be getting it done though.
Like the industry plant. No.
You think your industry plant, man? Hey, that could be a real thing though, man. Cause when you make content, you gonna realize how hard it is. If you ever anybody who ever started, you gonna realize how hard it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, man. Boy. Then I think then he get like Kevin Hart, people like that come on the show. Man, that's
I'm
crazy.
just playing social media. He's not industry
Uh
plant.
he just playing.
I'm just playing.
They'll show rip you up real quick. They'll rip you up. Oh, you talking about him,
Yeah,
man?
I know he
You
ain't
ain't talking
talking.
about Kyle like that.
Oh,
Be like Joe Budden, boy. Joe Budden like ripped him when he was in New York and he had Times Square jumping off like that.
yeah.
But Joe Budden was heated, man. He said, man, you don't come to New York, man. Doing no crazy stuff like that, man.
Hell no.
But he got a production. People don't realize, man. I don't know who his team is, but he got a team too, man. He be getting some stuff done. Like he did that 24-hour live stream or something. You think he did that by himself? No, man, no. Country Wayne, he been doing it. He got a team though.
Yeah, you
You gotta
gotta.
have a team, man.
I think all his kids, his team.
You think so?
I know so.
Whoever do his camera work, they cold with that gimbal in their phone though, because he said that's what he said. He used iPhones and
All
gimbals, man.
all off the iPhone.
Man,
All off that. That's one thing I said. The iPhone is basically a computer, but any phone is basically a computer, but
yeah.
the quality of them videos, you be like, dang, he shot that with an iPhone? Yeah.
But really, the equipment is not the hard part. It's
Editing.
it's the people, man, getting everybody on schedule, make sure everybody show up on time to record,
Mhm,
then getting the content edited, clipped up, you know what I'm saying, put out,
mhm,
posted. Posting sometimes could be the most tedious thing after editing and going to each channel and
mm-mm.
posting unless you paying monthly for some, which I ain't doing.
No, you
Man,
can
that
do it
stuff
on.
huh?
It's kind of like I think it was on YouTube. It was something like that. I forgot what I was on, but it'll have you have it
Oh, I
set to
gotta
where
pay
you
for it. It's not free.
set it up to where you can. Dang, was it
But
Instagram?
but see, here's the thing though,
It was
right?
Instagram, I think.
Here's the thing, right? If you some of those apps, what they don't tell you is some of those apps that post to YouTube and Facebook, um, it may post it to Facebook. I mean to YouTube, but you still have to go to YouTube and put in the description and stuff like that and hashtags. It don't do everything. Like you hit one button and it just sent there. You
Mhm.
still have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's
It won't do. You still have to go there. It's nothing that you can send it to YouTube and you don't have to worry about going there and checking. You still have to go in there and do a couple of more things. You know what I'm saying? Facebook is it's a lot of stuff that can post to Facebook here and there, like StreamYard. It can do that too. But posting, editing, and posting is probably could be one of the most. You gotta love it, or it's a love hate kind of deal. You gotta really have the time to do it. Sit down and do it. Sometimes you just go have take a mental break. And when I go back and look at my Facebook channel, I be like, man, how much stuff did I put out this week? And I still ain't. Man, some podcasts I don't even get a chance to put everything out because it be so much, man, be going on. Man, be crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Editing the
But
monster though.
yeah, there's certain topics is for a certain demographic though. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you ever go and look at um look at your charts on YouTube and see where your video been played at.
I don't even know if I even got no subscribers yet to even show that
It,
enough of that.
no, it wouldn't even. It
So
ain't about the subscribers. It's just showing you where your video
we can
been
look at it
played.
now. We can look at it. We can look at it now.
Mm.
Let's go look at it now. Let me open up in the window real quick. Let me minimize this. Sometimes, man, I be looking at the subscribers and I be like, man, if I could find it, did I close it?
Yeah,
Oh man,
them subscribers. It take a while though. It take a
what's
while
that?
though. Getting the
Oh yeah, I'm not tripping.
first
I get it.
subscribers.
It do take a while. I get it.
Like it's like just like on Twitter, man. You have to work for that stuff.
What's that?
Your your followers and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Twitter is tough, man.
Yeah.
Twitter is tough,
I think
man.
I
Twitter tough.
I think I maybe got. I don't even think I got 1,000 yet, and I've been on there.
I think Twitter, man, is more for like celebrities and stuff, and sometimes people like that. But boy, it's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Twitter tough. I think it too. You gotta like typing and phrases and stuff a lot too. Good night. That's somebody's foot. Good night. All right, let's go to your channel and is it manage videos? Yeah, manage videos. Share this tab instead. Maybe you can help me out on some of this stuff. Cause I be looking at it and I be like, It's just like sometimes the most random stuff sometimes be. Like we talked about Jay Z. I don't think you had came on yet. We was talking about Jay Z. How his nephew wanted to give him $7,500 or something. And he said he didn't want to do that. And that thing, man, people still be watching them. It's pretty crazy. So, where do you go to see what region? Is it audience?
Hold on. I just clicked on it. It's on your dashboard, I think. Go to your channel. Go to. Oh no, you got to go to your studio.
Yeah, I'm in there now.
And hold on. Oh, no.
I'm gonna go to analytics real quick. I think it's on
Analytics.
analytics though.
Hold on.
Let's do the show audience. I think it may be under there. No. Oh, is this it right here? Where it says top geographies?
Yeah.
So United States, 1.4% in Australia, 2.1 in United Kingdom, and
See.
2.8 in Canada.
See.
They used to want to show cities, but and that's most
Yeah.
of course we gonna be male, right? Because we don't talk about no female stuff. We used to didn't have 18 to 24. We starting to get 18 to 24. We used to get the middle age, like our age. I'm surprised older people watch this too, but they be watching too. Yeah, you gotta go look at this stuff though, guys. It's sometimes this stuff you get tired of looking at it, man. But it definitely makes sense though.
Because I think it.
What's the top content? Hold on. What's the top content this period, man? It was pretty crazy. Uh, we get shorts. Seem like people watch shorts more than videos too. Unless you're a
Mhm.
celebrity, you've been on for a long time. Ah, a lot of people been watching that one. That's what's up. We was talking about Kamala. She picked Archie Bunker. Oh, was one. It showed, man. It was like showing the top one. That Jay-Z one was crazy. It was still getting hits. I think that we was talking about Joy Taylor. That one got a lot of views too. Sports one get they people be watching sports when I go live randomly a lot too. That's a short though, and that's what be on the thing a lot. A lot of shorts, man. People be watching them things like crazy. I gotta figure out, man, how to get the videos to pop though. That's what I gotta figure out next though. How to get the videos to pop.
Yeah, probably.
Cause that's why I say people watch more shorts than anything. But I get it though, cause everybody attention span it's like it's shrinking.
Microwave.
Yeah,
Microwave attention.
yeah. See, key moments above typical intro. It's like people watch this one more. Jay Z gets backlash for refusing to loan his cousin 4,800. So maybe I need to redo how I do the topics or how I type it in there or something. The one about Will and Jada. Maybe the thumbnail made a difference too. I don't know. And see, this
Oh,
one is Joy Taylor.
if it's a clickbait 'em.
No, no, no. I didn't think I got clickbait him at all.
I said, that's what I do. Clickbait.
Uh, I think YouTube will punish you for clickbait though.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Sometimes they do.
No, they don't.
Then the clickbait people be using, what I be seeing is dude have his wife on there, but it's like working on the house, and she got the yoga pants on. You know what I'm saying? on the wall. Oh man, that's funny.
You might get a thumbs down, but you might get a thumbs down.
I think this one got like 1,000 views on. It's probably pretty close. Then trying to get people to watch it all the way across, that's hard too. I don't think a lot of people don't get that too.
Yeah, you probably have to probably start breaking it down like Shannon Sharp.
Man, it's hard because you got a team, somebody doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, boy, we start recording a podcast. It's bedtime, man. I'm trying to get there, though, man. I'm really trying to get there.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, they buy those, what you call those little AI editors? What you call them thing? Man, they be wanting like, man, I'm going to look one of them up real quick. Man, they be wanting like so much a month, bro. It's ridiculous, man. Let's see. Not light cut.
Oh goodness.
How to find one? It was one I seen, man. Was it Opus? Opus. Let's do Opus. I think it's Opus editor or something like that. Opus clip. Yep. But I think, man, I could do the same thing. And
Also, kids, when you say living with your mistakes, living with the choices you make, I had to live with my
Boy.
choices, man.
What
Especially
happened?
when it comes to social media.
Oh, you bought a bunch of stuff up front?
No,
Boy.
man, it's like my third Facebook page, man. I just kept getting in trouble.
Kicked off?
Yeah, I kept getting in
Keep
trouble.
getting in trouble. Yeah.
And plus, I was
Like
getting
this, $174 annually, and that's gonna go up. It's not gonna stay the same. The more people sign up for it, the more then they're gonna start going up. And that's the pro plan where you get everything. This one's $15 a month, but they charge you annually too. Oh, plan only available monthly. That stuff add up, man. You be messing around, be spending like $300 or $400 a month just on that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, man. Just ain't worth it.
Man,
But just know that you can make content on a budget. You can. You just got to get out there and look for it. And one site I'm thinking about getting some stuff from is it MPB.com? They got a bunch of used cameras that you can buy that people. It's kind of like a camera pawn shop, online camera pawn shop. You ever heard of this place? I'm gonna share it with you. Hold on, let me do it real quick. It's a pretty cool place. I just go there and look, man. It's my dream. Make a dream list one day. But it has every camera just about you could think of, even older cameras, because that's what the value is. If you know what cameras, like if you get a camera that came out 5 years ago, you'll probably can get a deal on this time instead of trying to buy the newest camera.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know I bought this that 6400, and I think you can get it for about $700 now, if not less than that now. See, that's the big boy right there, and that's used. If you get that new, it's gonna be more than that. But this FX30, that's
Mm-hmm.
cinema joint right there. Yeah, now you can get it for about 700 now. I think when I got it, it was like 1200. But you can get that for 700 now. It don't got no record limit. Long as you got a cool environment, it won't overheat. See, this one got fans built into it. It won't overheat, and you can record for hours on that mug. But that mug 1500 just for the body, no lens. But it 4K out the box too. I think it come with like a little mic thing you can get where you can have the mic, everything in the camera. You don't even have to have a mixer. You just run your mic to that. It's like a little camera mic head or something like that goes on top of it. Pretty sweet. Like this A6000, $300. That's a good camera. I think that's the camera I got at J House, if I'm not mistaken, or is it the 6100? It's one of them. But yeah, that right there, $300. You can't beat that. That's a professional camera, and you can take pictures with it too.
Mm.
So you can't beat that. And then they got cinema cameras. That's what I really wouldn't mind getting is cinema camera. Then we'll probably get off this thing. We just talk randomly for an hour, man. That's pretty funny.
Right.
No script, no nothing.
Mm.
Where is the cinema? Yeah, I would prefer Black Magic, but cause they it'll go with this ATEM Mini I got. But man, you get some of these 4K. That's what a lot of these podcasts be using these cameras like these.
Mm-hmm.
Them little studio 4K, 6K cameras.
Yeah.
Can't lose. And see, these cameras when they first came out, you can get good deals on those if you know where to look for them at. But that's not a bad camera either, especially if you just want it in the studio. You know, you're not taking it outside. You
Yeah.
just using it in the studio. Yeah, you'll be having some cinematic kind of stuff right out the box. These cameras are nice too because you can have those in the studio and have the different angles on the walls and stuff, and you
Mm-hmm.
won't have to move the camera. You just flip between the switcher and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. These are good cameras too. These came out back in the day too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, man. You just gotta
Go
go
ahead.
out there and look for it. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when the best cameras used to be like $600. Now
Oh
12,
no, it's a
15.
wrap. Yeah. And then that ATEM Mini, man, we can switch between cameras, man. A beast too. Change the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys, we just wanted to come chop it up, man. Let you know that you can do it on a budget and just talk, man. Just chop it up, man. But yeah, we finna get ready to get off this thing and go to bed. Let us know in the comments. What would you like to hear us make a video on? What would you like to see us talk about? And when it cool off, we're gonna try to go outside somewhere. When it's starting to cool down a little bit, but not quite there yet.
It's
Still
back
in the
hot again.
90s. We
It's
trying
back
to, we
hot
trying to,
again.
yeah. Probably gonna be around September though,
Uh,
when we get back outside. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know you're gonna be raking leaves and stuff, but we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Ugh.
figure it out.
Oh.
I know, man.
Put that bug on that tarp. Forget that.
What's that?
Put them leaves
What about
on
your
it.
lawnmower? If your zero turn, you don't got a backer system on your zero turn?
Nah, man. That's
Man,
nah.
that's what I would get that. Hey,
Nah.
man, you get that bagger, man. It'll change, boy.
Most
Get
zero
that back.
turns. Most zero turns ain't got no bag.
The one in my church do, and boy, that's all I use. And we've been having that thing for a long time. I've been keeping up with that lawnmower,
Yeah,
man.
I'm saying. You sure that
It's a
ain't
club.
no?
It's a Cub Cadet though. It's a Cub Cadet.
I'm about to say.
Huh?
Oh, you talking about? I know which one. The yellow joint.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
know.
I ain't had to do no manual raking in years. I just run over with that, make sure cut it every week and run over with that bagger and dump it in the backwoods.
See that one?
Ain't,
You
yeah.
gotta have somewhere to dump that stuff, man.
No, but see, when you got a bagger, you can get a trash can
Yeah.
and dump it inside the trash bag too,
Oh man,
and sit on the curb or get that mulching blade,
man.
run over with that mulching blade,
Yeah, they don't.
and
They don't, make,
yeah,
they don't make them like that. No,
what's that?
it's that cadet like that. I don't make it like that no more. That's a good lawnmower though. That's the first one my neighbor had let me use here. That was the first one I learned
Yeah.
on. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that
like
zero
this.
turn a monster, man. Put that bag on there. They got different little things you can put on your lawnmower too. If you don't want to bag it, it's like a little metal
Yeah,
thing
that
you
you're
can
attached
put for
to.
those zero turns,
Yeah,
and then take it off and dump it in the trash. Yeah, those are
yeah.
pretty cool too.
That's a lot of stopping and going too.
And they got some that you can put a bag on it. You tie the bag around it,
Hmm.
and that bag will fill up, and you just unhook it and take that bag off. If you can do the whole yard with that bag, they got those
Yeah.
too.
Those ones like that, you have to use them. You can't let it get high. You have to keep cutting it.
No, 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 no. Yeah, that's why I would say if maybe you got those gator blades
Yeah.
for your zero turn and run over, then it'll probably mulch it, and then when you cut it, it'll just fall back on the ground. It
Yeah.
just won't be leaves. It'll be particles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've
I
done that
already
too.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
But yeah,
I want to get a zero
definitely,
turn for the house, man, so I can do the backyard more.
man.
But we'll see. The backyard, a beast, man,
Yeah.
beast.
You got pine trees back there.
Yes,
Oof. Oof.
yes, and gum trees and all that stuff.
Oh. God.
I know, right? I might
God.
have put some gator blades on my at
Yeah.
home, man. Put some gator blades on there. You know, I gotta get
Good.
some grass killer too. Go get some of that RM45.
Yeah.
Get some of that RM45. Kill everything back
Yeah.
there. Brown. That's probably what I need to do for the summer. Let it cook with that RM45. Kill everything, then mulch it up in
Hey,
wintertime.
the way next week gonna be, you ain't gotta worry about it. It's gonna be burnt up.
I know that's why you want to burn it up with the RM45 so it don't grow back for a couple months.
The way this stuff looking, it probably ain't gonna grow back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, the grass in my church though, hey, that grass still grow, bro. You be thinking you can cut it this week, and then you come back. I do it Friday, and then pull up at church on Wednesday. In the grass, the little weeds are grown up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
grass is still at 2 inches or probably, but the weeds are
Weeds.
grown
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
a little Negro grass, man. You know what I'm saying? But all right, guys, finna get ready to sign out this thing, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watch after. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Help us grow. Go hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. And with that being said, we are signing out.